Hey, welcome. Today, we're cracking open the playbook of some seriously elite performance marketers. We're going to deconstruct their ASO and search strategies and turn all that expert knowledge into a playbook that you can actually use.
So let's just get right into it. How does a top marketer really think? I'm not talking about the surface-level tips you find on some blog. We're digging deep into the core mindset, the thinking that drives every single decision, every test, and every dollar they spend.
And this quote, it just nails the whole philosophy perfectly. It's not about gut feelings or what you think might work. It is a relentless, data-driven cycle of building, measuring, and improving, all to hit those crucial metrics like ROAS, your return on ad spend, and CPA, your cost per action. This idea is basically our North Star for this entire explainer.
All right, here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll get into the modern marketer's mindset. Then, we'll build out a strategic blueprint. After that, we'll fire up what I'm calling the optimization engine, compare organic versus paid, peek inside the marketer's toolkit, and we'll finish up with a pro-level cheat sheet. Let's get to it.
Okay, first up, the modern marketer's mindset. And honestly, the subtitle here says it all. It's not just about clicks, it's about value. It's about moving beyond just counting traffic and focusing on what actually drives the business forward.
So here's the absolute key. An expert doesn't just chase random traffic. Nope. They're more like a matchmaker. They figure out what a user is actively looking for. That's their intent, and they connect that directly to what the business needs to achieve, whether that's a new subscription or a sale. Every single campaign is a bridge between those 2 points, and that bridge is built on a foundation of solid data.
Okay, that brings us right to Section 2, Building Your Strategic Blueprint. This is where we lay the foundation. It's how you structure your campaigns for maximum impact before you even think about spending a single dollar.
Now, this is so important. This isn't just a list of keywords. It's about understanding a person's motivation. You've got high intent, that's someone searching directly for your brand, like Fasticap. They are ready to go. Then there's mid-intent, someone looking at your competitors, like Zero Fasting App. They're shopping around, right? And finally, broad intent. That's someone just starting to look for a solution, searching for something like Intermittent Fasting App. Structuring your campaigns this way, it is absolutely fundamental. And here it is, the entire process from start to finish. It's a clear, repeatable workflow. You define your goals, you do your research on keywords and audiences, you create the ads, and then, and this part is totally non-negotiable, you connect your tracking. From there, you monitor your key performance indicators, and then, the most important part, you optimize and you scale what's actually working.
Which brings us perfectly to our next section, running the optimization engine. This is all about how pros are constantly refining and improving performance after a campaign is already live. See, it's a continuous process, not a set it and forget it kind of deal.
And right at the heart of that engine is something called keyword refinement. You can think of this as the art of just sharpening your focus. It's all about improving your keyword list to filter out the noise, the clicks that just waste your budget, and really zeroing in on the search terms that bring you valuable users who are going to convert.
So how do you actually do it? Well, here are the core tactics. You add negative keywords to block searches you don't want for words like free or PDF. You adjust your match types to control how specific your targeting is. You dive into search term reports to see what people are actually typing into the search bar. And you look for patterns in what's working, like, hey, maybe keywords with tracker or timer are converting really well for us.
Oh, I just love this line. It's such a perfect, bite-sized summary of a huge strategy. You use exact match for precise control over your best keywords. You use phrase match to expand on those winners. And you use broad match for wide open discovery, but, and this is a big but, only when you have really strong conversion data to guide the AI.
All right, let's switch gears for a second and tackle something that trips a lot of people up. Section 4, Organic versus Paid Acquisition. We're going to break down the difference between ASO and ASA once and for all.
This side-by-side comparison makes it crystal clear. On one hand, you have ASO, App Store Optimization. That's all about improving your organic visibility. Think of it like SEO, but for the App Store. It's free traffic. On the other hand, you have ASA, or Apple Search Ads. This is all about driving paid installs with ads. You're bidding on keywords to get to the top. So one is earned, the other is bought.
And this quote right here, it really gets to the core of why ASO is so important. Think about it. Paid ads disappear the second you stop paying for them. But good ASO, that's like building equity in your brand. The improvements you make to your App Store page, they have a long-term, sustainable impact on your organic growth. Okay, time for a little quick-fire round. Section 5, Inside the Marketer's Toolkit. Let's take a look at the key platforms and systems that the pros are using to run these massive campaigns. First up is DV360, which stands for Display and Video 360. This is a professional-grade media buying tool for programmatic ads. So you're talking big brands, big agencies using this for super advanced targeting across websites, YouTube, and other apps at a massive scale. Next, there's Google 360. Now this is the whole shebang. It's the full, premium, enterprise-level suite. It bundles together powerful tools like Analytics 360 and DV360 for companies that need really deep, integrated data across all of their marketing. And finally, we've got Performance Max. This is a newer, AI-powered campaign type that lives right inside Google Ads. Basically, you give it your goals and your creative assets, and its AI automatically shows your ads across all of Google's channels to find you the best possible results.
So, just to recap and make sure this sticks, DV360 is the pro media buying tool. Google 360 is the full premium marketing suite, and Performance Max is that smart, all-in-one campaign type. Got it? Good.
Now for the really fun part, our final section, your pro-level cheat sheet. We've pulled out some of the core phrases and killer lines that will instantly make you sound like you know what you're talking about. This is a must-know. When you say you structure campaigns by intent, brand, competitor, generic, it immediately shows that you're thinking strategically about the user's mindset. You're not just throwing a random list of keywords at the wall. It's a foundational, expert-level concept. And this is a perfect example of that optimization mindset in action. It's not about getting the most clicks, it's about being efficient. You're actively moving money to what works, keywords with a strong conversion rate, or CVR, and a stable cost per action, or CPA. This is how you drive profitable growth. So, there you have it. The core strategies, the tactics, and even the language of a performance marketing pro. The playbook is officially in your hands. The only question left is, what's your first move?